Hello everybody, welcome to the Roots of the Matter. Today I want to talk about getting rid of that stump in your yard. A lot of people have questions about this, how to do it and what options do I have. So let me go over a few different options and what to expect about that stump. First of all, before you do anything, you should be calling 811, which is a dig site. They will identify gas lines, electric lines, water lines, things like that. You really need to make sure that you can dig up that area and not cause other problems. Landscapers run into this often where they hit a phone line or a cable line or an internet line or something like that. So make sure you're calling 811 before you start digging anything in your yard. Now, there's several different things that you can do. One, you can burn the roots out. It takes a few days, but if your wood is old enough, then you can drill a little hole, start a fire, it'll start burning those roots out. Now, that's great. That'll take a few days and you can get rid of your tree stump that way. Another option that people tend to tell me that they want to do is using copper nails, and you'll put a couple copper nails in the tree. Hopefully it deteriorates that tree faster. And yes, a tree stump could take 6 to 10 years to rot away. It takes a long time. And it speeds it up. It really does speed it up. But 3 to 5 years is still a little long for most people. They don't want to wait that long for their stump to go away. So that gives you two more options. You can either get an excavator, depending on the size of the stump, or you can pickaxe and shovel and dig it all out. That's a lot of fun and a lot of work. But you could dig it out somehow and just remove the whole thing. You have a hole you can just fill in. Or the most common way is a stump grinder. People have little stump grinding machines. They'll drive in and they'll be able to grind it out for you. Contractors do this all the time. And it's a great method. If you're going to rent a stump grinder yourself, don't even waste your time trying to get the ones that just are hand movements, and you got to do it. They have little tiny wheels. Those are for little tiny shrubs. If you have anything over like 4 inches, a stump 4 inches or larger, you need an actual machine that's going to be able to grind it up. The little handheld ones don't do jack diddly. It's a waste of time. But the machines are great. They'll dig up this tree. Hopefully their contractors digging up the roots as well. But they can go from 12 to 24 inches deep. Typically speaking, it's about 18 inches deep. Some contractors will give you a cheap price and they'll just do the ground level. They won't get the subsurface roots and stuff. Those aren't the best contractors to work with. Sometimes you get a cheap price for it, but hopefully they do a good job. They dig down, they get all the stump and some of the roots, any sub or surface roots, get rid of those as well. And you're going to end up getting a little pile raked where that trunk was, that stump was, and they will have a nice big pile. They'll tell you it's going to settle over a year or two, and that's true. It will settle down some. I would recommend, if you're going to let it settle, that you let it settle for a few weeks and then you dig up some of it and remove it so it's more flat, because it will always be a bump. You'll always be mowing over a bump or something like that in a year or two. It doesn't go down that much. It only goes down a little bit. But if you really want to have your grass grow back quickly and do stuff, there's something landscapers pretty much don't ever do because it's a pain in the butt. And that is removing all those chips, that debris, all that stuff, putting new topsoil down, new seed, straw, and stuff. That's the nicest way, but it costs more. And the problem with it is you do all this, and then the customer doesn't water the seed, and then they're like, my grass isn't growing, and it's like, and that's why contractors don't really like to offer that service too much. But it would make your yard a lot better and a lot faster if you did it. So think about if you want to pay for that, because bags of seed cost a couple $100. That's bringing in topsoil, straw, and then removing of the old debris and stuff. It's a lot of work and a lot of pain. But anyways, I'm going to go over several more topics, and we're going to talk about pricing and stumps in another video, but I hope this helps you with some options on how to get rid of those stumps and what to expect when they're going to get rid of these stumps for you. My name's Matt, and have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.